he hears our input on how we want to play things, and we hear his input and how we can play faster. So, he's just not, I got to do it this by this, but he also wants to hear what your thoughts are because he trusts you, and that's the biggest thing.
Well, you don't necessarily have the gaudy defensive numbers like first in every category, but you guys come up with the big play when you need the big play.
That is the biggest thing.
Okay, so how does that happen? What's the statement on a defense when it can do that?
Man, we just hold him, man. We just hold him, and we tell them every time we get in the red zone, if it's a big play, and next play. It's always next play mentality because the next play is our play. And when they get in the red zone or something, we just tell them always, man, hold them to a field goal. And that's the biggest thing. We go on the sideline, make our adjustments. Just really go out there and do our job and do what we do on film. And we got playmakers back there on all levels of the field. And we go out there and trust them, believe in one another, and we go out there and do it.
Stafford's gone through a few spells of turnovers. You always know what the question is before I ask it. It's like ruining my job right here. Are there trends in that? Is there something to pick up that we can kind of get him in? I know you're not going to tell me what it is, but have you identified something that we think we can get him in the spiral?
Yeah. Especially when pressure in his face, for sure. That's the biggest thing. Pushing the pocket on him. Don't let nobody around his feet. Get a little flustered, but we go out there and just do our job and just play through it. He got a strong arm now. He's a great talent in this league. He looks off safeties, look off guys that are under coverage. Just really just go out there, just stay on your vision spot, or if you, whatever call that you're in, just really just stay disciplined in your job. So.
Why is he so good at cheating with his eyes? I mean, I feel like he was the originator of the no-look pass, not...
He was on, yeah, for sure. Because he got a strong arm, and he believes in it, and he can zip it wherever. And he believes in his guys going up there making the play for him.
So how do you not fall to that?
Just
how do you stay disciplined?
Just stick to your technique. Don't fall for it, because you always got to work back to his progression.
Is that something you feel good about? You as a group in general?
Oh yeah, that just shows through film study.
Are you tired of watching film? 2 weeks?
I love it,
You still watch?
I stay in there all day, but I love it. It's who I am.
So you gonna watch Sunday morning?
Yeah, for sure. I watch before I go out right now.
It doesn't feel like too much. It's not like paralysis by analysis, or.
No, I told the DBs, some people just get bugged out at times. I told them I got an extra hard drive, like just kick it overdrive.
But what are you watching in the second week that you don't usually see in 1 week?
You go to do different calls, so you can make your calls and talk to the defense of how we could make it more simple, or how we can steal a play or steal a down, steal a possession, and that's what you go through.
That's another thing we talked about week 3, was communicating really well.
The biggest thing.
Have you had to force it out of anybody, or is everybody back there naturally?
No, everybody's back there naturally communicating. It's going to be me and JB, Jesse, and we control the show, and guys listen, and they do what we say.
Can you talk about just how satisfying that is when you see something on film, like it just jumps out at you, like, okay, this is going to come through on the
you try to do that, but not play too many plays, but
yeah.
Just go through your technique, dress it up, bait them a little bit. It's like fishing.
You called Lewis scientist.
Oh yeah.
You called him a mad scientist. I think I might have called him a mad scientist before you, but we'll give you credit. How long has he been a mad scientist?
He's been at this for a long time. He's been a great coach for a long time. And always just trying to put guys in position to make plays. That's the biggest thing, especially DBs. Your DB guy. I'm like, man, what you got cooking up for this week? So what you see, so that's the biggest thing for sure.
How rare is it that he actually listens to you? Guys say that they come to the sideline and say, hey, I'm seeing this. Is that unusual?
No, it's not. It should be open like that. That's what it builds a relationship between the coach and players. So that's the biggest thing. He trusts me and Jesse back there, what we see or how we see things throughout the week. And he's like, hey, if you go with it, feel good with it.
So even though he's not invited on Tuesdays?
No, he's still no. He's invited. He's invited. He'll come down to say his piece.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he come down to say his piece. I always tell the guys always come in early. He'll come down if he got something to say. He'll go down there and go through the game plan for sure.
Do you get Chick-fil-A for him?
Hey, I say take whatever you want.
So you include him in that?
Yeah, all the coaches, everybody's open. It's like a sanctuary.
So how's the Friday all defense meeting different than the Tuesday?
Yeah, so he'll leave us a couple of plays, get the whole defense in there. He'll have a play script, and we'll go through calls through the whole defense. I'll be up there running the clicker, and I'll have Logan giving out, saying the calls. And we'll just sort through the adjustments and get guys on the right page. So that's the biggest thing.
And do you do quizzes or Jeopardy or anything like that?
No, I wanted to have tests when I first came, but Rob said no.
Who said no?
my position coach said no, but whatever.
Why do you say no?
I don't know. He's just not a big test guy, so whatever. We played Jeopardy before in OTA stuff. I like that, quizzing the guys, get your mind stimulated.
When you guys have those situational meetings, you guys are really good at situational football.
Mm-hmm. We got them on usually on Fridays.
Yeah, that lacks in some buildings. What do you guys go over in those, and why are they so successful with what translates to the field for you guys?
I'll say through our games in the whole league, week in and week out, things occur. And it's just different situations. It could be a down time. It could be a throwaway for the game or sideline. I lost to one of those in Minnesota. But so, it's different things that can happen. So we always try to stimulate the mind, get guys a head start on that. So guys, if they're in that situation, they know how to respond.
You guys are tight. Are you guys competitive in the DB room?
Very.
Is there any competitiveness for who's the most versatile safety?
Not really. But when the corners get involved with the safeties, get a little competitive for sure. They think they run the show, but they don't. Yeah, Chief thinks he runs the show. I'm like, no.
Wait, who thinks he runs the show?
Cheetah.
Oh, he does. Well,
Yeah, he think he can be a safety. He think he can do everything. I'm like, all right, whatever.
He said he has to listen to you. That he says how he sees something, and you say, no, it helps us if we do it this way, and he has to do
It go both ways. I can see it from both ways, but I had a mean adjourn. I had last say, but
the other side of the ball. We know that offensive players are divas.
oh, yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
So
Joe ain't no diva. Yeah, Joe Franchise not a diva. He a monster.
how big of a deal is it that Jamar comes out so hot and then goes through a quiet spell and doesn't pout? That TB is the veteran receiver, but he doesn't get the 1,000 yards and he doesn't pout. That Mixon is important and then not and doesn't pout. Is that significant?
Very. Like I said, man, we're a very connected team. It's not about I, it's about we. How we gonna win. How we gonna figure out to win the game, and that's the biggest thing about it. And guys bought into that, and that's the biggest thing from top down, from the offense to the defense and to the kicking game. It's like who goes send this guy on the blitz, or how are we gonna win this game, and that's what the biggest thing I guess this team really clicked on, and that's what guys believe in for sure.